I love money. I like it. Money makes me happy. Money. Hey, money.
It can buy you anything.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 20 of Straight Fire Picks. It's good to be joining you here today. We got some excitement to deliver to the channel today. We went 6-3 on the day last episode. The player prop picks were a huge success. Went 3-1 on those. Won some good loot. Went 3-2 on the normal picks. So winning on both ends there. One on the quickfire, one on the quickfire round, and we won on the normal picks. 3-2 on the normals, 3-1 on the quickfire. So it's very, very good. So I'll get right into that. We'll go over the results real quick. The game just ended, so I was waiting for the game to end to release this up part of the results. All right, so number one, guys, my number one pick, I had over 222.5 points in the Jazz Clippers game at minus 110 odds. There was 238. Let me take one quick look. 238 points. 132-106 the final. So got that over in pretty easily there. Nothing really to worry about there. And then my number two pick, I had the Clippers minus 4.5 spread versus the Jazz at minus 105 odds. That came in. Obviously, the Clippers won by 26. Again, pretty easily. Great response by the Clippers there in Game 3. Again, I expected that. I expected the Clippers would definitely play a good Game 3. We'll see what's in store for Game 4. I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. Thinking the Jazz might have a response of their own in Game 4. I don't know. I gotta sit and think about that one. So we're 2 for 2 so far. So we got the points and we got the Clippers spread. Number 3, I had the Red Sox money line versus the Blue Jays minus 126. That did not come in. Red Sox got dominated by the Blue Jays today, 6-2. Steven Matz actually pitched very well, and Pivetta was not so impressive. Number 4, I had the Mets money line versus the Padres plus 110. That did come in hot. Stroman pitched very well. Outdueled Musgrove. Musgrove got hit early by Lindor. Lindor hit a 2-run homer, and the Mets won pretty easily there, 4-1. And then at number 5, I had under 9.5 runs in the Reds-Rockies game. That did not come in. That was over by like the 5th inning. There was 13 runs. So I went 3-2 in those first 5 picks, the normal round where I provide the analysis. In the quickfire round, almost had a clean sweep here. Was hoping I would have won a lot more money than I did, but it's okay. For number 1 pick in the quickfire round, I had over 27.5 points for Kawhi Leonard. Minus 116 odds, that came in hot. Kawhi Leonard had north of 30. Really picked it up in the second half in particular. I believe Leonard had 10 at halftime. He had 12 in the third, and he had like 20 in the fourth. So he was unconscious. No, not 20 in the fourth. He had like 10 or 12 in the fourth. What am I thinking? My number 2 pick, this is one that did not hit. 3 made threes by Bogdanovich, plus 148 odds. He hit 1. So that did not come in, which is disappointing because like I said, would have won a lot of loot if he hit 2 more threes. Number 3, I had over 14.5 points for Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson scored 17 for the Clippers. And then number 4, I had 3 made threes for Paul George, and he had, the last I checked, he had 6. So that came in again very easily, minus 112 odds there. So we went 3-1 in that quickfire round. So a big success there and a big success on the normals as well. So 6-3 total, guys, in the episode. It didn't start great. I think it started. What did it start? 1-2 today. So I went 5-1 in the last 6. So it was definitely a good feeling there to close it out strong. All right, so those are the results from last episode. To give you a personal update, I bet on. Did I bet on all of these? I think I bet on all of these, guys. I bet on every single one of these, 27.50. So yeah, I went 6-3. So I won some money today. Not a lot, but I won a decent amount for what I bet because I bet 27.50 on each part here. That's my unit size right now. right, so we're going to get right into the predictions here for June 13th, 2021. Number 1 on my list here, I got the Brooklyn Nets minus 1.5 point spread versus the Bucks at minus 112. I was thinking about just taking the money line, but I'm like, they're going to win by 2 points. I'll take that. My 2 main points from Game 3 when the Bucks won were even a bad Nets game. Nets played awful. Was almost good enough to get it done in Game 3. That should show you kind of where we're at. I don't think the Nets play like that in Game 4. I think the Nets play much better. Durant and Irving come out ready to roll, and they were not ready in the first quarter of Game 3. I think they come prepared. They'll be ready to go. The Nets win this game. Could be close. You know, I'm going to say by 7 to 10 points, the Nets win. Number 2, I got the Phoenix Suns alternate 2.5 point spread. Right now, at least when I looked it up, it was at 3, so I alternated it to 2.5 for minus 118 odds. Bottom line is, guys, the Suns are just a better team right now. The absence of Jamal Murray for the Nuggets really showing its ugly head. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Without Jamal Murray, the Nuggets just aren't the same team. They really need him here in the playoffs in particular. Right now, it's pretty much just a one-man show with Jokic, and he can't do it all by himself. If Porter Jr. steps up, they could have a shot, but he's got to play big for them to win. All right, so we got the Suns that are completing the sweep with that 2.5 point spread. Moving on to the Western Conference Finals. Number 3, I got under 5.5 goals in the Lightning Islanders game, coming in hot at minus 144 odds there. I think this is going to be a very stingy Eastern Conference Finals. You're not going to see a ton of goals in this series. I think definitely going with the under here is a safe play. Great goaltending on both sides. Islanders, one of the lowest in the NHL, and also with the Lightning there, ranking pretty high as well. I believe the Islanders are number 2 in the NHL in goals allowed this year at 126. So look for that to be a stingy, low-scoring series, and I expect it to be a good series. And we'll see what happens. See how that series develops. Number 4. I got the New York Yankees money line versus the Phillies at plus 118. We're running with Domingo Germán tomorrow, guys. 2 fairly evenly matched teams here, but I like Germán in the pitching matchup. I think he gets it done, and the Yankees went on the road against the Phillies plus 118 there. I think you take that. Number 5, guys, I got over 7.5 runs in the Mets-Padres game, minus 114 odds. We got Paddock on the mound for the Padres, 2-5 with a 4.27 against Lucchesi, 1-4 with a 5.79 ERA. And the Padres do have some capable hitters in the lineup, and the Mets do as well. Pete Alonso, Lindor in the Mets lineup. You got Tatis, Machado in the Padres lineup. So I expect there to be some runs in this game. 7.5 is very low. I think especially for 2 kind of low-tier pitchers. It's not a great pitching matchup. Both pitchers are not having a great year. Both losing records, both north of 4 ERAs. Lucchesi almost with an ERA of 6. So expect there to be some runs. There will be some runs in this game, unlike today. Okay, so I'll take us right into the quickfire round. In the quickfire round, guys, I got the Atlanta Braves on the money line versus the Marlins plus 118. I should learn because the Braves are really struggling. I like the odds. I think they're overall a better team than the Marlins. They should win. They are in a bit of a slump right now. So, but I think the Braves get it done. Plus 118 there on the money line. Number 2 in the quickfire, I got the Padres money line versus the Mets, minus 136. Like I said, if the Mets don't have a dominant pitcher to roll out there, I think they're going to struggle beating a team like the Padres. Need to have a dominant pitcher. That Padres lineup should be able to get to Lucchesi pretty easily. Minus 136 odds there. Not bad. Number 3, I got the Astros money line versus the Twins, minus 134. And then for our 4th pick, I got under 227.5 points in the Nets-Bucks game, minus 110. We had 86 to 83. We had 169 last game, guys. So we'll see what happens, but definitely look for that under to hit. All right, so on the year, guys, we are now 45, 41, and 1. not bad. We've really turned this ship around. We were 3-2, like I said last episode, in the normal picks, 3-1 in the quickfire round, and then we are also 12-12 on the year in the quickfire round, for a total of, I think that's 57, 53, and 1 total. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content today, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Other than that, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace.